For generations upon generations, the human race has looked to the stars for explanation, creating theories, working out equations, and pondering our own place in a grand and unknown universe. But all of that, our physics, our cosmology, our conception of space and time, is just now profoundly disturbed. Because what the James Webb Space Telescope revealed was never meant to be. Galaxies too old, planets too large, cosmic arrangements too immaculate, and a signal stable, pulsing, and abnormal that violates all known models of astrophysics. This isn't just another scientific revelation. It's a collision of decades-long assumptions with a new, disturbing reality. The James Webb Telescope has possibly sent the most profound message in human history. And if it's true, then all that we thought we knew about the universe is no longer true. In a series of deep-field observations, the James Webb Space Telescope took the most detailed photos of the universe ever taken. But beyond their stunning beauty, those photos showed us something much more enigmatic. In the galaxy cluster AEL 2744, researchers found spot-on aligned specks of light, symmetric structures creating patterns that appear to be misplaced amidst the messiness of galactic evolution. In the spiral galaxy NGC 1365, aberrant patterns of motion contradicted our simple gravity models. And the oddities didn't stop there. The deeper Webb observed, the weirder the universe became. Patterns repeated over unimaginable scales. Geometric forms materialized where they shouldn't have. At first, experts called it coincidence. But the frequency, consistency, and perfection of these patterns began to suggest something else. Perhaps not randomness at all, but a hidden order we've yet to comprehend. Among Webb's many targets was the exoplanet HIP 65426b, located hundreds of light-years away. What it revealed astonished astronomers. This world, 7 times Jupiter's mass, is 7 times as far from its star as Neptune, and its star is only 15 million years old. Based on current models of planetary formation, this world should not be. There is no sign of a protoplanetary disk, no excess material, no gravitational mechanism to explain how such a massive world formed so far out, so rapidly, and stabilized. Other researchers are starting to ask themselves, might this planet be an artifact from an earlier system, a survivor from a past cosmic cycle, somehow recycled or even deliberately set? We don't know yet, only an incandescent world, smoldering at more than 1,000 degrees, drifting in a system that by all reasoning should never have created it. In a second stunning discovery, Webb took a nearly perfect Einstein ring, a gravitational lens formed when 2 galaxies are aligned. But this ring, discovered around galaxy J418, is remarkable. It is a complete circle of light, perfectly symmetrical, so exact that even experienced astrophysicists were in awe. For such an image to be possible, the 2 galaxies have to be aligned with mind-boggling accuracy, down to fractions of a degree over billions of light-years. That degree of perfection is not only uncommon, it's statistically unlikely. Gravitational lensing is a known effect, but the symmetry here is raising deep questions. Might this ring be evidence of a deeper order in spacetime? A hint that the universe is not a chaotic accident, but structured by a geometry we've only just begun to recognize? But perhaps the most disruptive discovery of all. The James Webb Telescope has identified fully formed, massive galaxies dating back just 180 million years after the Big Bang. In cosmic terms, that's impossibly early. According to our current wisdom, there would not have been sufficient time for galaxies this large and structurally organized to have emerged. These galaxies are similar in size to the Milky Way, spiral in shape, bright, and in good health when the universe ought to have been a churning ocean of gas. Cosmologists are now facing the consequences. If these galaxies really are as old as they seem, our whole paradigm for the way the universe came to be is collapsing. The Big Bang, which had been the keystone of modern cosmology, may no longer be unassailable. Some scientists now are actually positing the universe could have had a history far, far longer than what we refer to as the beginning. Plentifully distant from any recognized galactic system, Webb observed something completely baffling. A gravitational lensing phenomenon within an area of space entirely without visible mass. No stars, no galaxies, not even black holes. But light from surrounding galaxies curves and distorts as if something immensely heavy is hiding there. As many attribute the cause to dark matter, The effect is too intense, too well-defined. It acts more like a solid body than an amorphous cloud of invisible particles. Some scientists are starting to ask themselves, is this possibly a new type of dark matter? Dense, structured, and spatially coherent? Or is it something completely different? Maybe a remnant from an earlier cosmic era? Or even an ancient structure, constructed, not born, still curving space with its quiet, invisible mass? One of Webb's most provocative discoveries is a gargantuan intergalactic filament. A billion light-year scale, titanic structure of galaxies and material so neatly ordered, it almost looks like a constructed framework. While scientists are familiar with filaments as elements of the cosmic web, this filament is different. Its patterned voids, symmetry, and density are all suggestive of intention. Galaxies follow parallel lines, dark matter aggregates in regular intervals, and redshift measurements exhibit wave-like patterns. Others claim these patterns are merely the product of natural gravitational evolution. But others think we may be witnessing something much deeper, a design. And if intelligence ever had a hand in shaping the universe, this is where its fingerprints may start to appear. In search of answers, one outlandish theory is gaining traction. What if dark matter isn't merely passive, invisible mass, but something more? What if it contains information, not data as we imagine, but a type of cosmic memory? In some Webb images, galaxy clusters seem to form patterns that reflect ancient forms seen light-years away. Might these be echoes, gravitational residues? What if dark matter retains memories of the past forms and steers the future? This notion dissolves the distinction between science and philosophy, proposing that the universe doesn't merely expand, it remembers. If that's so, then the cosmos might be influenced by something more than physics, it might be carved by its own past. But nothing has yet cooled scientists as much as this. Webb picked up on a string of pulses of light, too systematic to be coincidental, too weak to come from any familiar star. They didn't have the pulsars or quasars frequencies. The pulses occurred with regular intervals, then disappeared. At first written off as errors or interference, the signals held up under independent analysis. They originated from a point with no heat, no light, no stellar body. Just a pulse, silent, exact, and perfectly timed. NASA has yet to comment publicly. But behind closed doors, a long-feared question is being asked once again. What if this is a message? Not one we're meant to decode, but one simply meant to be noticed. And if so, who or what was meant to see it? The James Webb Space Telescope was created to gaze back in time, to reveal to us the universe's earliest moments. But in so doing, it might have told us something more. We are not just observers of a random universe. We might be part of a system, ancient, intentional, and deeply exact. Galaxies that shouldn't be. Planets that ignore gravity. Structures that imply design. Signals with no source. These are not the stuff of science fiction. These are facts measured, confirmed, and actual, testing the very premise of what we think we know. And if the patterns are real, if the pulses were placed, if the universe has memory, then we must confront a disturbing reality. We have never been alone. Not in time, not in space, not even in our minds. Perhaps what Webb has found isn't just a map of the early universe, but a signal, a system, a whisper left for us to discover. And now that we have, we might never see the stars in the same way again. So now we turn the question to you. Are these finds proof of something more? Or are we simply casting our desire for meaning out into the emptiness? Let us hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you're ready to continue investigating the mysteries of the universe, secrets the rest of the world is just starting to realize, are subscribed and hit the notification bell. Because the next photo from James Webb might not only reveal where we came from, it could lead us to where we're supposed to go.